Okay, so you guys are done with your product solutions. Who wants to go first? Let's start discussing the ideas and solutions. Shall we? Speak up, guys. We'll discuss it quickly, one by one. See, this is one of the major problems. For people with specs, when they wear the mask, that entire hot air goes on the glasses and then it kind of feels slightly foggy. This becomes even more difficult when I am driving a car or something. So there are multiple layers of glasses, and then there's my fog on my glasses. Then there is some air conditioning issues, and if it's raining outside, then there is temperature difference between inside the cabin and outside, and all those things are there, right? So this COVID has made things really complicated. So what are your observations regarding daily challenges? You can put it on the group also. If you have designed some solution or sketches, you can put it there. Solar bag. We keep it under sunlight for some. We, solar bags would be helpful. It would attract something. Right, so whereas remains implements under high temperature, lightweight, good. That's a good idea. Good idea, Sanika. Solar bag is quite interesting. Okay. Namai has shared some list.
Would it be helpful? Would it work? Solar.
So actually, the challenge with solar is it's a very fragile item. So the problem is if solar has to solar in the current technology is quite brittle, right? So you cannot actually have something made out of solar which is flexible, which is everyday carry around. So the problem is if I put solar on something like this kind of surface, which is flexible, then solar has a tendency, because it's a cell, like it's a chemical layered with acrylic or glass, so it has to remain flat all the time. But if you put some vegetables in a vegetable bag, then the potato or any kind of brinjal kind of shape will kind of distort it, right? So it will not remain perfectly straight all the time. So if the surface doesn't remain straight, then the solar panels, solar panels cannot work on a curved surface as much as I know. I mean, it can work if but the surface has to be solid. The surface cannot be flexible. So that is one challenge. Now it needs some technology intervention. For today, I'm wearing this mask because we are talking about lockdown and COVID situations. So this kind of gives a lot of subconscious observation and sensitivity. One of the biggest issues is when we look at someone, we feel more comfortable when we see his lips moving, right? And when some person is talking, you'll find me more comfortable when you see my lips moving around when I'm talking. But now if the situation goes like this and you are also like this, so there is some slight gap in the communication. You don't feel the entire body language when you're talking to someone. So, and especially if these glasses are black, like goggles, like sunglasses, then it becomes all the more difficult to make out like what the person is saying. Like this, there are multiple issues in a COVID kind of situation. Sometimes people wear it like this just to communicate better. So it becomes like useless. So these kind of situations are there, and then like see, this the situation is, if I want to remove this thing, then I have to first remove this, then remove this, and then remove the mask, right? So it becomes extremely challenging. If I'm wearing a helmet and if I'm driving a bike, then all these issues are there. So we have to list down such kind of micro observations and then think about something like what can be done around it. So like instead of having this thing tied to your ears, can there be some magnetic latch? Like I can remove the front and back like this. It's a magnetic latch. I don't have to hook it somewhere. So these kind of small solutions can be there. Or let's say a helmet is coming with an integrated mask. So every time I'm driving on a bike, I don't have to wear the mask separately. The mask is already integrated into the system. So like this, if you come up with multiple solutions, these are very small, minute observations. You getting the point? Now we will go to the chat and let's see what all other problems are there. Cleaning the floor, dusting the fans, washing clothes, unable to channelize energy in a constructive manner. Yes, that's a very good. So it depends on the age group. See, a lot of young kids, they have very high energy, but because of lockdown, they cannot go out, they cannot play. Now, when it comes to gloves, you don't generally get glove sizes for a small kid, right? एक 10 साल का बच्चा है, उसके हाथ का साइज तो बहुत छोटा है. एक 5 साल का बच्चा है, उसके हाथ का साइज बहुत छोटा है, उसकी साइज का ग्लव्स नहीं मिलेगा. And those kids have the tendency to touch everything around them. They don't have basic understanding of what is a germ and virus and how it spreads, right? So you have to consciously control a kid, which is like 5 to 7-year-old kid is very hyperactive. Those kids will not stay at one place. The only time a kid sits normally is when he's either watching a TV or attending some school. But rest of the time when he's free to roam around, he will just roam around everywhere. So these are the realistic challenges for parents and particularly situations where the kids are not heavily monitored. So if mom and dad are working on their office work, so the kid has the entire freedom to roam around in the house. So what that kid will do in such situations? Or one of the biggest challenges also is, let's say you got some kind of injury, some kind of cut, some kind of small accident. So the chances of you going to a hospital is even more risky, because most of the hospitals are flooded with COVID patients, and that environment of virus is even higher when it comes to going to the hospital. So now you have to manage things accordingly. Like you have to keep yourself extra safe, because if anything goes wrong, the doctor's help is not readily available. Most doctors are assigned to the COVID wards and they're already taking care of COVID patients. So these kind of realistic challenges are there. So how do we solve them? How do we solve those kind of problems? Let's say, for example, cleaning the floor. Now, if somebody is doing this thing and not very much comfortable with the day-to-day activity, then it may result in back pain or some kind of body discomfort issues. People, yeah, yeah,
Sir,
sir.
one more problem I have noticed is that people can't go to the people who cut hair. They have to cut their hair on their own in the house, which is
Hmm.
very difficult
Hmm.
because we don't have the required skills to cut our own hair, which
Yes,
sometimes leads to injuries on our head. That's
exactly.
also a major problem.
Exactly. So haircut is a major challenge. I did this 2 days back, right? So it's like somehow you have to manage. You cannot take that risk of going to a salon and expose yourself to. I mean the risk is very high, because the barber is actually not 6 feet away when he's cutting your hair, right? Even if you go to a very high end salon which costs like 3 to 5,000 rupees, the barber has to stand next to you, like that, whatever you call it, the hair artist or that. So that the guy has to be like next to you. Sometimes uh, you can actually, I mean, smell their breath, kind of a thing. It's extremely close. So in such scenarios, you, even if you are wearing a mask and everything, it's the chances of getting that contamination is very high. So these kind of challenges, what will you do? So there is a course on skill share, like how to cut your own hairs. So those kind of things people are kind of learning. This is a need of the hour that you have to learn how to cut your own hairs. Now, can you design a kit? Can you design a glass system where you can you know help people cut their own hair, especially for boys, and for girls it's still manageable because they don't have to cut their hair so frequently. But for boys, or especially men, it that cycle is around 3 to 5 months every year. So now, what is the solution for it? Can it can definitely be avoided, but yeah, can there be a product around it which can help cut your hairs easily? So these kind of small things you can design. For example, for mopping the floor. So now mopping the floor is a big challenge if you do it the traditional way, that as a kapade wala pocha, and then you have to mop it like this. So that's very challenging. So can you design something which can mop the floors very easily, even if it's slightly robotic or electrical in nature? It's much easier. Can I design some electrical equipments which can wash my utensils much easily than so this is one solution where when I wear the gloves, and the gloves actually helps in removing the entire. I mean, this glove actually helps me not use the typical Scotch Brite kind of a mop. That Juna, whatever you call it. So that element, I don't have to hold that element on. I just put my liquid washing soap on the glove. These spikes actually hold the detergent, and then I just put my hands everywhere around the vessel, and then it gets clean. So the same way, there can be multiple solutions around it. So how you design? So one of the biggest issues is the health risk. Like at a typical house, it's hardly a space of around 2,000 square feet. So people have no tendency to walk or do any daily activities or exercises. So yoga can be one of the solutions. You can teach people how to do basic yoga, Surya Namaskar, and all that. But apart from that, can there be something else? Can you design a small exercise machine or a typical treadmill kind of a setup where people just walk on it for 10-15 minutes and done? So these kind of solutions we have to think about. And there is a lot of stress regarding screen time. People are watching or consuming a lot of digital content. So can there be an option? Can there be an option for that kind of activity? Can you design games where people can just turn off the TV and start playing those games, and then get that kind of entertainment? And if that game can actually help in doing the daily activities. So let's say I build a game which is around washing the clothes. Can there be a game which involves washing the clothes? Can there be a game which involves cutting vegetables? Can there be a game which involves doing some household activity, and there can be a playful? It's called gamification in today's scenario. So every time you use a mobile application or you play something online, it gives you certain points, and that then you encash those points, and credit cards and all those companies, they generally do this kind of stuff. It's called gamification. Gamification is basically introducing an element of game where there is some kind of curiosity and challenge factor. So every time you introduce with a challenge, there is a new excitement to overcome that challenge or win a reward or those kind of things. So you have to think in those terms. Like for example, this point number 8, becoming more lazy. Very obvious. Many people who don't have a proper 4 BHK or 3 BHK setup, they don't have a separate work from home office kind of setup. Like if you have noticed, yeah.
Sir, one more problem I have faced is that if I order something like a book or some object from Amazon, the delivery person doesn't come to the doorstep. He
Yes.
just leaves the courier at the sort of the front of the society, and we
Yeah.
have to take it.
Yes.
And if there is a book inside, or we can sanitize it because the cardboard will sort of melt away there.
Right.
It's also a major problem. Actually.
Exactly. So I personally prefer wearing gloves. Every time I go out of house, I wear the mask and I wear the gloves. So whenever I come back, I wash the gloves. I basically discard these masks, or I use it very frequently. Every time I go out, I make sure I'm wearing a fresh mask, or I just clean those masks with some alcohol-based sanitizers. So these are the kind of precautions we have to take. I also wash the package like at least if it is plastic coated, I wash the package and then I tear it off and remove the actual parcel. So these kind of situations are there. So if you have noticed, the background today is changed. I'm using another room. There's some issue with my earlier room. So these kind of situations are there, which is realistic, practical problems. Like suppose my sister is also working on some activity and she needs a room. So like earlier, people used to have meetings in a open space. Now this is not the scenario anymore. Every time somebody has to go to get into a meeting, he needs an enclosed space. So let's say my cousin is also at home today, and she also has some webinar or calls going on. So she needs a separate room because the voice will echo, right? So these are the kind of realistic problems. Like people, if there are 5 people at the house, 5 people cannot have video calls simultaneously. One is the bandwidth issue and one is the sound insulation issue. So how do you solve the sound insulation issue? मैंने मैंने आउटसाइड साउंड मतलब मैंने इनपुट साउंड को तो इंसुलेट कर लिया. आई एम वेयरिंग अ हेडफोन नाउ. None in my family can listen to what you guys are speaking, but what I am speaking, that is definitely spreading around the house. So imagine if there are 4 members in my family or 5 and everybody has a call going on. If it's a typical Monday, सबका ऑफिस है तो क्या करोगे? Right now I have a 4 BHK, but imagine I have a 1 BHK. I don't have extra separate walls and separate rooms. क्या करेंगे उस केस में? Right? So these are
Tell me
realistic.
one solution.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, there is one kind of a material that can absorb sound. So, sir, that is also quite flexible also.
Yes.
Sir, we can kind of make it into a layout in which when you assemble it somehow,
Yes.
like we can use magnets or Velcro, then it can become a kind of a box
Yes.
that you can put in front of you. So whatever you speak, it would be in that box.
Yes, very
The
good.
sound would not go out.
Very good, very good. So उसी टाइप
And
का
sir,
solutions बनाना है.
sir, you were talking about the barber and all. If we think about ourselves, then we can also kind of live without cutting our hairs also, or maybe we can just trim our hairs, and in whichever way we can,
Yes, yes.
it won't affect us because anyway we are not going out.
Right.
And but if we think about those barbers also,
Yeah.
First of all, when they cut other people's hair, then they are also exposed.
Exactly.
And they are also like on a great risk.
Exactly. In fact, that fellow is at much more risk because, like us, there are 100 other people going to the barber shop. So you never know. In fact, people themselves don't know that they are infected, right? Unless until you test, and not everybody gets the symptoms. So how will you come to know that that person is positive? It may happen that even I am carrying the virus, but I have good body resistance, so I'm not showing any symptoms. But if I get other person infected, that person may show symptoms because of his or her immunity or deficiency or whatever, right? So it's very much important that we stay inside, even if we are infected or not, even if we are aware or not, because you never know. So there are asymptomatic cases which people don't know about. There are no symptoms, but still people are coming with positive results. So there is a lot of confusion there as well. So in such scenarios, we have to find out small issues, and whatever we can solve, whatever way we can think about a solution around it, that would be a great help. Like for example, how do you communicate to people that their mask पूरा पहनना चाहिए? If you wear only till the mouth part, it's of no use. How do you communicate to a local vegetable vendor or the guy who is selling bananas on the road? How do you communicate them? Yeah.
I also noticed that people are getting skin problems on their hand because of continuous washing
Yes,
and sanitizing. Their skin is sort of starting to peel off.
Definitely.
They're getting blisters on their hand.
Yeah, actually, I went to a doctor last month because of some other issue. So the doctor told me that every time some patient comes, he has to use that alcohol sanitizer, and because of using that sanitizer 100 times a day, his entire hand skin has like gone rough and dry. There are actually literal cracks in his hands because of overuse of alcohol, because alcohol sucks out the moisture out of your skin. So if there is no moisture, you will have actually irritation and burning sensations in the skin. So all these issues are there. Our skin is not naturally accustomed or comfortable with alcohol exposure, right? We generally don't put alcohol on our skin. So suddenly, if your lifestyle starts using this hand sanitizer, alcohol-based hand sanitizer like 100 times a day, obviously it will result in discomfort and skin issues. So all these are the kind of major issues, right? So the whole point of that exercise was to make you aware that there are multiple level problems. It's not just about cleaning and doing daily chores, but there are a lot of psychological things also. One of the psychological effect is like when people used to go to office and then come back, they used to feel that difference between this is my office, this is my home. And then once you are at home, you just forget about the office work, or once you are back from college to home, you forget about the college for a time, and and just focus on your home work or home related issues. But now that separation has gone, so most of like 80-90% of the people are working from home. So everything is like mixed. So your entertainment and your work almost is like going parallel, or there's no separation, because there is no separation, your mind is always overloaded. So these are the realistic issues apart from physical issues. So how can we solve these things? Like for example, now I have put a kind of physical switch off timer in my mobile phone. Like I have a hard cut switch off timer at 12:30 or 1 o'clock. So my phone automatically goes to switch off mode at 1 o'clock, because I've observed that if I don't sleep around 1 o'clock, then I just have sleeplessness issues. Then I cannot sleep till 3 o'clock. So then it disturbs my entire cycle of the next day. So these symptoms are also there because of lockdown. You don't feel like there is a schedule in your day, and then you kind of lose the balance. Yeah.
Earlier people used to go to office, so they used to follow a particular routine, like they had to sleep early and wake early, have a bath and then have breakfast and go.
Exactly.
It's no work now, so people don't follow any routine. They sleep at any time, wake up any time, bath any time.
Exactly.
Follow.
Exactly. So these are the issues where it's not just about physical, it's about biological and psychological also. So if let's say I am used to getting ready at 7 o'clock, I have always taken bath around 6:30, 7 o'clock. By 7:30, I am like ready for office. So if now I'm doing all that activity at 11, then my biological clock, the body clock needs time to get used to. If I am my body is used to having breakfast at 10:30, now I'm having breakfast at 12, or everything pushes up slightly towards the later part of the day. Then slowly it starts affecting some or the other activities. And anyways, staying up much later in and late at night, it's not healthy for human beings. We are not designed, human beings are not nocturnal animals. We are not designed for late night activities. Once in a while is fine, but in general, human body is designed in a way that you should sleep around 10:30, 11 and get up in the sunrise hours. So if this continues, then there will be a lot of health issues other than COVID. How do you tackle that, or how do you still maintain a kind of good strong routine because of that? So especially in Mumbai, a lot of my friends who used to travel, they automatically used to get certain calorie burn or certain run around, because catching a local or catching a bus, or at least walking from your society all the way till bus stop, that itself covers like 2 kilometers day in day out. Like, so these kind of things used to happen. People were unknowingly doing some workout. Now people don't do any workout. And if you're sitting on a chair for almost 8-9 hours, then your posture slightly becomes like this slowly, right from your spine having straight, erect, healthy posture, you slowly tend to like get into this kind of mode, right? So how do you prevent this thing? How do you solve these things? How do you make sure that these issues doesn't happen? This is the real challenge, and you have to dig deeper into each of that issue at this level. Like if it's physical issue, if it's mental issue, if it's psychological, if it's biological, all these issues you have to note down and kind of prepare a nice research, nice observation research regarding COVID. There will be some or the other types of questions regarding lockdown for sure, because this has become like a global phenomena, and it's a very good design case study. You, as a designer, so you have huge scope to understand this new change lifestyle. We need to build a lot of products. We need to build a lot of systems which can take care of this part. Like now, every time there is a milk delivery guy coming to your house, what do? So we generally use a water bucket. I ask that fellow to put those milk pouches in the water bucket, and that water bucket basically does that basic rinsing. Then again, when I pick up those milk pouches, I again rinse them properly, and then I let it be in some sun in the sunlight for a few hours, and then I start using it after boiling the milk. So that is how you have to, every time you use a product, interact with something, you have to have an extra protection layer. So how do you manage those things day in, day out? You also cannot keep wearing the gloves all day long, because then you will have some other skin issues. The silicone based gloves are not, supposed to be worn all the time. That's why you notice that a lot of doctors who are working in COVID wards or wearing those PPE suits, they are having skin issues like skin-based rashes and other kind of discomforts. So that also we have to prevent. So how is all these new changes affecting the day-to-day activities, and what we can do to change this behavior and still be productive in this kind of behavior? Right? So think about more. One second. Think about more deeper issues, not just what is available on the surface. Right? And then we can design. So this particular situation, this particular assignment can be incorporated in any which way. If you are a game designer, think about a game which can kill the boredom. If you are a furniture designer, think about a furniture which can be adjusted as per the daily activities. So for example, let's say I have only 1 BHK. Now I have to have a office setup also on chair, and at the same time I want to use that chair for relaxation and lounging purpose. So can I design a chair table combination which serves both the purpose? Let's say I just have this one room. So I don't have a separate table for having my lunch or dinner, and separate table for keeping this laptop, and separate table for reading and stuff like that. So can I design a chair table combination which gives me both the activities of relaxation mode and the activities of active work? Or let's say I am a fashion designer. Can I design garments which which covers all the COVID related issues? So there can be a garment, there can be a dupatta, there can be a jacket which has these kind of mask embedded into it. So if I kind of design a hoodie which goes from here to here, and then automatically when I'm wearing that hoodie, I'm actually wearing a mask all the time. Sometimes it happens that I step down 2-3 floors down, and then I realize, oh shit, I forgot my mask, because your body doesn't have that memory factor yet. Like sometimes you just forget and step out, but then again I have to come back and then wear the mask and then again go back. So I have kept multiple masks everywhere in my car and other places, but generally once in a blue moon it happens that you just forget the mask. So can I design certain garments which cover these kind of risks? Or if I let's say I'm carrying a lot of, nowadays most people go out shopping and then they buy stuff in bulk. So as a fashion designer, can I design certain bags? Can I design certain accessories which help me do these kind of things? Or as a product designer, can I design gloves which can allow touch effect from the glove itself? Every time I wear these kind of gloves, I have to remove the glove every time I have to use my phone pay, or every time I use the Google Pay kind of app. I generally don't use cash these days. So every time I have to swipe up my phone or use the phone, you're wearing gloves when I'm outside, I have to somehow remove the glove from one hand and then do the payments and then come back after wearing the gloves back. And so it's a very messy process. It's full of discomfort and hassle. So can we as designers develop solutions around it? Can we
Sir, one more problem is that it is really difficult to identify which mask is used and which is new. There should
exactly
be some sort of color criteria.
exactly definitely there are multiple issues at multiple levels. So write down those issues in much minute detail. जब आप उस पर ऑब्जर्वेशन और बहुत सारा दिमाग लगाओगे, बहुत सारा 2-4 दिन 15 दिन जब सोचते रहोगे, रिसर्च करोगे, so your observation will be much deeper than the other students which are generally preparing for it. So if tomorrow this question comes around COVID, your solutions, your observations, your pointers, your problem statements will be much more refined and much more deeper compared to other students. And that is where we want an edge. Like ऐसे क्या चीजें हैं जब आप घर बैठे बना सकते हो? Like for example, you are consuming a lot of packed food, you are consuming a lot of order based stuff, right? So knowingly or unknowingly, you are accumulating a lot of plastic or these packaging waste. बहुत सारा चीजें जो डिलीवर हो रहा है, आप कहीं बाहर जा नहीं रहे हो, एंड बिकॉज डिलीवर हो रहा है तो उसके डिलीवरी का बॉक्स है, पैकेजिंग है. अब वो एक्स्ट्रा पैकेजिंग जो आपके पास एक्यूमुलेट हो रहा है, कैन यू एक्चुअली बिल्ड समथिंग आउट? जैसे I made a small stool out of entire packaging from last couple of months of Amazon. So they give very good card boxes, and those card boxes are pretty good quality. So it helps me design a rigid frame. So I made a stool, I made a small table out of it. So like that, you can actually build a lot of good stuff if you think it that way. So उससे क्या होगा कि you will actually come up with first of all the solution for boredom. Secondly, you will have lesser waste going into the landfills, or you can actually do a lot of recycling initiatives with that same product, and that way you can actually keep people entertained. So जैसे बहुत सारा waste इकट्ठा हो रहा है, तो if you can actually create certain guidelines, or if you can create certain kind of templates to how to use those extra poly bags or cardboards, so there is a very high likelihood that people will start using it. लेट्स से मैंने कुछ ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर बना दिया जिसके अंदर आप बहुत सारा फिलिंग डाल सकते हो, बहुत सारा पॉलीबैग का फिलिंग आपने उसमें डाल दिया टू स्ट्रेंथन द स्ट्रक्चर, एंड फिर वो स्ट्रक्चर को मैंने किसी मैकेनिज्म से लॉक कर दिया, एंड देन इट काइंड ऑफ क्रिएट्स अ नाइस टूल फॉर मी. Or not for an, let's say not for an adult, but let's say for a 10-year-old kid or for a 5-year-old kid, I created a small kind of chair out of that entire plastic waste, and I covered it with a nice packaging, or many of the things that are made out of cardboard can be made with recycled cardboard also. So आपको Amazon pantry कुछ delivery आया in that big box, and that entire box you kind of converted into a small chair which can handle a load of around 10 to 15 kgs. That's all. So
can you show us that stool?
That stool, one second, I'll show you. See, this is the stool. So what I did is basically this was one box. If you can see the back side, right? This is an Amazon package. So this is one box, the base, and this is one more box. And I pasted it, and then I had some magazines which I again pasted on top of it. So then it became like a good stool. So I generally, when I sit in my balcony, I use this stool and I put my chai mug or coffee mug like this, right? So instead of just throwing it away, you can build stuff around it. You got the point? So ऐसा बहुत सारा चीज, इस पे दिमाग लगाओ, इस पे सोचो कि कैसे बना सकते हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं. And even if you don't get that thing in let's say a question, in the portfolio part, people will definitely appreciate your observation sense and your problem solving ability. जैसे कोविड का सिचुएशन आया और आपने तुरंत कुछ बनाया कोविड के लिए, that will definitely score much higher than a person who is just showing random paintings and sketches and rangolis and all that stuff. right?
That I had made an automatic hand sanitizer dispenser.
Very good. So just like that automatic hand sanitizer, what all other things can you do? Can you automate? Can you actually design a small
Dispensing machine.
can you design a small very crude and very raw kind of utensil cleaning machine? जैसे आपके पास कोई एक ड्रिल मशीन है, उस ड्रिल मशीन को आपने एक्सटेंड करके एक एक अदर एक्सटेंशन पे आपने एक ऐसा बड़ा सा ब्रश उसमें टाई कर दिया, एंड दैट ब्रश इज स्लोली मूविंग, and you just have to put some vessels in that big tub, and it somehow do the basic cleaning of those vessels, and then for the 50% of the cleaning part, then you can do things with hands. So for example, जैसे बहुत सारा बड़ा सा आपका दाल का कढ़ाई है, तो वो कढ़ाई आपका बेसिक क्लीनिंग उस टब से हो गया. That moving rotor actually did that basic brushing, and it removed all the food particles, and then whatever is remaining as in terms of that's an extra oil and that greasiness, that you can remove using hands. So this kind of small things can save a lot of time. It can actually help reduce that extra stress or extra workload which you face it on a daily basis. So for example, when it comes to floor mopping, now what I have done personally is I have removed most of my furniture, because not many people are coming in the house, and we generally use only 2 or 3 chairs. So most of the furniture I have kept it in one room, and because the floor is like now having lesser furniture, it's very easy for me to just mop that entire furniture with a big flat mop. So I have bought a 2-3 feet wide mop, and it's like a flat surface, and then you go from one end to another, and it's like a car wiper kind of design. So it goes from one end to another and again come back. It's definitely manual, but it reduces a lot of time, because it saves a lot of time, because there are hardly any furnitures on the floor. So like this, you can like last Sunday I showed you that thing. No, I actually had attached some rollers at the stool bottom. So when I attach a roller in the stool bottom, it becomes very easy to move that furniture. So I had a center coffee table where there are 4 stools each side of the table, and every time I remove that stool, it creates that squeaking sound. And because there are no rollers, there's no smooth movement. It feels like I'm doing a lot of extra work. I have to lift that stool because I don't want to hear that sound. And then that every time I move up that stool, I have to stack it up one top of each other, then mop the entire floor, then again put it back. So instead of that, I just put small rollers below each of those tools. So every time now I have to remove it, it becomes very easy. I just use one of my legs, and I just push it with the leg, and then it removes. It comes out. So like this, you have to design multiple solutions. These can be very small solutions, but it really helps. It will definitely help you in terms of communicating the problem solving abilities in your portfolio. So sometimes in design, you don't have to basically redesign the product. You just have to do small modifications. That's all. Right? And it can be for any kind of user, any kind of person. It can be for any scenario. For example, you earlier used to go out and play in your society with other friends. Now that scenario is pretty much not possible. You cannot meet your friends that frequently, but you still want to hang out with them. So now, can there be something which which can be played as a virtual game, but not a video game? Can you do something like that? Can you do something which is not video conferencing based, but you can still stay in touch, or you can still update about how was your day and all? We all feel very happy when we talk to our friends. So what can be done in such scenarios? Think on these lines. Not necessary that हर बार आपको कुछ product ही बनाना पड़े. It is not necessary. and there are multiple disciplines in the design industry. So you can actually make an animation movie, you can actually create a furniture, you can think about writing stories, or doing a lot of photography based on COVID, and do it like a documentation or a documentary um, book sort of a thing, where you documented post or pre-COVID scenarios and how things are changing. It can be any sort of creativity and problem solving coming from any discipline, or getting into any discipline. You can design toys particularly for COVID related situations. Like, you want the kids not to go out. How can you teach kids using games not to go out or keep themselves safe? How can you teach a 6 or 7 year old that it's not safe to teach to touch random surfaces? It's not safe to touch things with bare hands. If you are going outside, don't touch anything. How do you teach kids using games, right? Like, there's a game called Monopoly, which teaches people about money and investments, right? In the early age, and there are multiple games which teaches kids how real world works. So the same way, can you design a game which is related to COVID, which is related to lockdown? And like we are talking about kids, there are issues with elderly people also. So you can mention a lot of issues when it comes to your grandparents. So like, grandparents particularly feel very lonely when they're locked or stuck at home. They have their own friends, and they like the physical world, they like the real world more than us. So they, at least my grandparents had this kind of habit of going out in a park and then meeting all the other oldies, and chit chatting, gossiping, and or doing some regular talks over phone and stuff. So in such scenarios, how we can help them feel better and not get into depression and all those kind of things, right? So these are the real challenges. Many of them are mental and emotional challenges. Many of them are not particularly physical in nature. So how do you address that? I mean, physical challenges are definitely there, but apart from physical, what other things can you point out? That is what we need to understand. That is what we need to focus on. What the point? Just to give you a very simple problem, design a meeting room experience for COVID situations. Can you do that? अभी देखो, मीटिंग रूम का क्या प्रॉब्लम है. Many of the times, many people will not have a nice background to have a video conversation. Many of the times, the sound isolation will not be proper. Many times, the internet bandwidth is an issue, but that is like a technical issue. We will not get into it. But still, there will be issues of lighting. So, for example, if I turn off this light, I don't have much light in this room, right? So this is a kind of small setup I have made to make a proper lighting arrangement. So every time I do this webinar, I make sure that there are no dark shadows on my face. So there is ample amount of light on my face, so that things are recorded and are visible in a good light. So these are scenarios which you can actually take up and build situations, build solutions around it. Can there be a very small this decathlon kind of a tent kind of setup, which you can set up in just 15 minutes, and that small area becomes your meeting room? Can you do it something like that? So think on those lines, like creating a small meeting room setup where the entire system is quite well insulated. It doesn't cost more than 10-15,000 for an individual user, and it has everything from good light sources, proper power attachments, and good stable height and all those things. So it can be a very nice portfolio project, right? Now we are running out of time. This Cisco WebEx timer is going on, so we will have to log out. And if you want to discuss something, we can again reconnect. in just 1 minute. Okay, so I'll quickly log out, and
Okay, sir.
all of you can just re-log in. Fine. And